3 weeks after I introduced my fiancé to my mother. Something happened that tore my heart into pieces that night. I pressed my ear gently against her bedroom door. My heart was beating so loud, I thought it would give me away. The hallway was quiet, too quiet, and then I heard it, Mama's voice. Soft, but trembling, "We have a little problem." And then David's voice, "My fiancé, what problem is that?" I held my breath. "I'm pregnant," Mama said, "and I think my daughter is suspecting something." My world stopped. My legs felt weak. "Pregnant? Mama?" Then I heard David's calm voice again, "The same man who swore he loved me, she can't suspect anything." "But why do you say that?" "Baby." My eyes widened. "Baby," he called my mother. "Baby." I covered my mouth quickly, trying not to scream. Mama's voice softened. She found the pregnancy strip I mistakenly left on the couch. "I managed to lie. But she's watching me closely." David sighed like he didn't care. "Don't worry." "But what do you want to do about it?" "Keep it or, of course, I'll keep it." Mama cut in. "Why should I throw away what belongs to us?" "Belongs to us," right there. My heart broke into 1,000 pieces. Everything, my love, my trust, my family, gone. I knocked on the door. Hard, the room went silent. "Who is there?" David asked, his voice shaking slightly. "Room service," I said, disguising my voice, when the door opened. And our eyes met. David froze, his face turned pale. His lips trembled. Behind him, my mother's voice came softly, "Baby, who is it?" But when she stepped forward and saw me standing there, her words stopped too. She froze, her lips trembled, then her body went weak, and she fell to the floor. I screamed her name, "Mama! Mama!" David rushed to her, stammering, "It's not what you think." But I didn't want to hear him. I didn't want to hear anything, because how do you explain this? How do you tell your heart to still love the people who stabbed it from both sides? Later that night, I sat in the hospital corridor, staring at the white walls, my mother unconscious inside. The nurse's footsteps echoed faintly, but all I could hear was my own heartbeat. David stood far away, face buried in his hands. When the doctor came out, I ran to him. "Will she be okay?" I asked. He nodded slowly. "She's stable. But she needs peace. And forgiveness." Forgiveness? I didn't even know what that word meant anymore. Hours later, when she finally opened her eyes, I held her hand. Tears rolled down her cheeks. "Mary." She whispered, "I'm so sorry." But I couldn't speak. All I could do was stare, because the woman who raised me, the woman I trusted, had carried my shame in her womb, and no matter how much I wanted to run away, I couldn't, because the truth wasn't done with me yet. Days passed, but my heart refused to heal. Each time I saw my mother, I saw betrayal wearing a familiar face. She tried to speak, but every word felt like a knife. One morning, I asked her quietly, "Mama, why?" She stared at me for a long time, her eyes red and tired. Then she said the words that shattered what was left of me. "I didn't mean for it to happen. I was lonely. And he reminded me of your father." My heart stopped. She continued, voice breaking, "You don't know how hard life has been for me. When your father left, I lost myself. And David, I don't expect forgiveness. I just don't want to lose you too." Later that evening, David came to see me. He looked broken, tired. "Mary, I'm sorry. I betrayed you. But I didn't mean to hurt you." I laughed through my tears. "Didn't mean to. You were supposed to marry me, David. And you got my mother pregnant." He lowered his head, shame dripping from every breath. "I'll take care of her. And the baby. I just wanted to tell you that I'll never forgive myself." And then he walked away, and I let him. The following week, Mama gave birth, a baby boy, tiny, innocent. Unaware of the storm that brought him into this world, I stood by the hospital window, staring at the city lights of Ajij. Somehow, they looked different, quieter. When Mama called my name, her voice was weak. Mary. Please hold him. I hesitated. But then I took the child in my arms. He was warm, peaceful, and somehow I felt my anger melt away, just a little, because this baby didn't ask to be born into pain. He was innocent. Mama smiled weakly. You're stronger than me, Mary. Don't let this destroy you. Tears filled my eyes again. I nodded, finally whispering, I forgive you. Not because she deserved it, but because I needed peace. Weeks later, I packed my bags and left the house. The morning air was cold, but for the first time in a long while, I felt free as I walked through the streets of Ajij. The sun began to rise slowly, spreading gold over the rooftops. I realized something. Forgiveness doesn't erase pain, but it helps you breathe again. So if you've ever been betrayed by someone you love, don't let their mistake define your future. Heal, grow, and let your peace be the revenge they never expected. This was my mother's secret. Betrayal cuts deep, especially when it comes from the people we love most, but healing begins the moment we stop seeking revenge and start seeking peace. Forgiveness doesn't make you weak, it sets you free. Sometimes, letting go is the only way to save yourself from drowning in pain. No matter who broke you, you still have the power to rebuild yourself. Cry if you must, but rise again. Your peace is your strength, and your forgiveness is your freedom. Remember, pain doesn't last forever, but the lessons it leaves behind will guide your future. Thank you for listening to my mother's secret. If this story touched your heart, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Your support keeps our African stories alive and spreading across the world.